Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today's new video is NFL Wild Card Weekend picks with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is for every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at NW Sports Fanatics. It is Wednesday. It is hump day, all right? Evil Superman, a dark side of the dark solar system, he said yesterday, I started following the channel. Well, thank you so much. Anytime that we can gain some new subs, some new views, some new donations, some new Fanatic family members, it's always exciting. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. I noticed that you commented about 6 or 7 minutes before the stream even started. This is going to be definitely very interesting as far as my picks are concerned. Right now, I'm watching New England Patriots versus the Buffalo Bills on NFL Network. Okay. And this was the game that Mac Jones threw for like three attempts. So it was very an unorthodox kind of game. And a lot of these picks, I could definitely see them going either way. I would say 4 out of the 6 games could be 50-50. They could either go one way or the other. Obviously, home team advantage and home field advantage. You're going to have that home team that definitely has that extra leg above. But this playoffs is going to be weird. All right, this year in general, and I'm not even talking about fucking COVID and the last 2 years, it's been a really fucking weird year, all right, for upsets. All right, we saw upsets in September. We saw upsets in the first game of the year when the New Orleans Saints beat the Green Bay Packers, and then handily, right? But since then, Green Bay has pretty much been the best team all year. You know, we got NFL MVP talk, all right? You got upset talk, power rankings. There's all kinds of shit that we're going to go over. But before we do, let's get into the show, even though obviously some of it is yellow, so obviously it's transparent. You can't see it, but it's a Modelo Chilada Pina Picante. Today's show is sponsored by Modelo Cerveza. This is amazing. If you guys haven't tried this yet, it is a pineapple beer, all right? And it doesn't really taste straight like pineapple juice, and it doesn't straight taste like just beer itself. It's a good blend of them together, and there's supposed to be a little chili in there as well. Chili peppers, I can't taste them. Usually when I drink them, it's a big tall can, a big tall boy. They taste fucking great. And I got a 6-pack of obviously Corona with limes, and if you guys ended up watching the Natty, you saw that I almost cut my fucking thumb off right before that big interception by Georgia. I rushed back in the room. I cut the limes way too quick. The knife slipped. Obviously, you can't see too much of it there. It doesn't look too bad now, just a big hole in my thumb. But blood was spurting everywhere. But guess what? I got back to the screen, and I got back in time to see the magic. And Georgia finally win the championship, I believe, since the first time since the 80s, like 1980. So it's awesome to be able to see another team other than Alabama. It gives us hope that, you know, maybe someone else, but also, too, this was another SEC powerhouse. It's not like a Pac-12 team won, you know, or a Big Ten team won, but it is a good start just to at least see another team win. So I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Let me acknowledge everybody in the room. Evil Superman is in the building. What it do? Sounds like he just started following the channel a couple days ago. I'm not sure if you've subbed yet, but hopefully I'll earn your sub. If I haven't earned your sub, we're grinding. The next goal is 21K. All right. Once we hit 21K, 22, 23, 24, 25, everything is looking like it's going to pan out with a collab with Grossi in the NFC Championship game for Packers Bucs. So I'm super excited about that. But we got 6 games on this slate, okay, that we're going to go over. And a lot of us might think the same way, and some of us might think a little bit differently. I really tried to put no bias involved. I'm just looking at it based off the stats, the film, if they played each other earlier in the year. And I know that this weekend we're going to have upsets. We might not have a lot, but I guarantee there will be at least one. But something in my heart tells me there might be 2. You know, there's 6 games. So 2 games for sure, I already know that are a lock. And unless there's some big injuries, I don't see these 2 teams winning, and we'll get into that. But the other 4 matchups, I really think could go 50-50, even for those teams on the road, because the teams on the road, right, and those other 4 games have been playing pretty good football. So they definitely have a chance against the favorite team that's going to be at home. And that's big facts. And anything that happens, right, on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, any day that there's football. What have we learned? Boys and girls, men and women. All right, we've learned that anybody can beat anyone, especially this year. This almost feels the year of the underdog. Could we get two teams that no one's talking about make the Super Bowl? Probably not. But could we get one team that makes it that no one's talking about? Could the team be the Arizona Cardinals? Could the team be the Cincinnati Bengals? Like that team that we know that's okay, all right, but can they actually get hot and somehow get a couple upsets and find their way to the Super Bowl or find their way to the NFC, AFC championship game? Maybe not in normal years, but this year, I think there's a possibility that you might get a team like a Cincinnati Bengals or like a Arizona Cardinals that might go a little further, maybe not the Super Bowl, maybe not the AFC championship game or NFC championship game, but maybe, you know what I mean? That's why we're having this discussion today. Sarah Small is in the building. What to do? I'm starting to feel a little bit better, but my sinuses are still in trouble. I'm watching AEW wrestling. Yeah, I'm going to watch the replay. I'm not watching it right now. Obviously, I took Paisley on a walk. The depression and the anxiety that I've been going through. I've missed work for the last couple days. My mentals haven't really been 100%, but I'm trying and I'm fighting and I'm trying to be able to get back to being my normal self. And a big part of it is a little therapy with you guys and being able to talk football, watch football, watch some of my favorite TV shows and just get ready for the playoffs. It's a very exciting time. Sometimes my depression and anxiety will be for a day. Sometimes it'll be for a week, sometimes 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But I feel with this one, it's kind of a shorter one. I really feel like I'm coming out of it. I'm trying to get outside. I'm trying to communicate with friends. I'm, spending a lot of time with Paisley, going to the dog park. So just getting out of the house and just seeing the fresh air. And obviously we got a little bit of a sun break. And I don't know if it's just like seasonal depression with the rain here in Oregon because we get a lot. But I'm starting to fight back and I feel great. So if anyone is going through anything like that, keep strong, keep your head up. Things are going to get better. Big facts. Elliot Evans, gang in the building. What to do? Air Whitey, good win for the Celtics tonight. What to do? Evil says, my team is the Kansas City Chiefs. So there's a lot of people that love the Kansas City Chiefs. Shepard Williams, yo, what's good, Orion and everyone? What to do, my boy Shep? Great win for my Celtics tonight, Shep. Everyone's talking about the Celtics, huh? Okay. All right. I mean, I'm not really too big in the NBA, but obviously I used to be. That used to be my favorite sport growing up in the Jordan era. But now the NBA, let's be honest, the NBA is booty. I mean, you know what I mean? I'd rather watch Major League Baseball rather than the NBA. I mean, the NBA lost me, just like WWE lost me. Now, will I go and order Peacock for Royal Rumble? Probably. You know what I mean? But I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy to give them my $5 or $10, but if I can have a watch party and have all the homies on the channel watch the pay-per-view together with me, then it's going to be worth it. But I'm not happy with the NBA and I'm not happy with WWE, but I will tune in, I guess, from time to time. Shep, one of the big 4 horsemen of the donators in the room. What to do? Oh, look who it is. Another one of the 4 horsemen of the big donators in the room. Odin's son. He's in here as well. What to do? Bulldog Nation. All right, Shep, has it finally sunk in that your Georgia Bulldogs and your Atlanta, not Falcons, Atlanta Braves, you got 2 natties, 2 championships, 2 pennants. You got 2 championships in 1 year. Pretty amazing, right? I mean, the only thing better could have been the Atlanta Falcons winning the Super Bowl this year, but obviously we can't be that greedy where you get the fucking trifecta. You already got 2, but I bet it feels really, really good. Freddie Freeman finally got his, you got yours, and Bulldog Nation finally did what we were all hoping in our hearts they would do, is get the upset. So I'm really happy for you, my dude. Odin's son, this guy got juice in a cut. Oh, bro, the juice is loose, and we ain't talking OJ. I had so much blood coming out, man. So much blood coming out during that fucking game, but I ended up doing it still. I'm still good. Let's see here. Young C, yo, in the building. What to do? How are you? Hopefully everything is good. Haven't seen you in the building before. Nice to see you. Hope you subbed to the channel, and we're going to have a great show today. Let's see here. I'm scrolling down. Adam Rivas, what is your call for the upset this weekend? A lot of people are coming to me for bets. And like I said, my bets are going to be better the further along we go, because especially this year, there's been a lot more upsets than normal. So it's hard to predict. It's hard to make money this year in the NFL because of the unpredictability of the NFL more than normal. Normally it's unpredictable. This year, unpredictable times like a million. Like, you don't really know what's going to happen. Once it gets to the NFC, AFC championship game, Super Bowl, I'm not going to get those ones wrong. okay? But in the wild card round, divisional, when you start getting the first couple rounds, you're going to make mistakes. And there's going to be teams that upset, and there's going to be teams that do better than you think. And that's big facts. So let's see here. I will get into the upsets for the weekend, and there might be more than one. Sarah Small, bang! Here's to start the stream off on a good note. Go Bucs, go Chiefs, gang. And I know your Colts are no longer in the hunt. You didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately, but it might be a blessing, depending on who you can get at quarterback, wide receivers, tight ends. Just like I told the Saints fans, sometimes it's a blessing not to get in if your team isn't going to do anything in the playoffs anyways. Now, I don't think the Saints really would have did any damage unless they would have played the Bucs. Then there could have been an upset there, okay? But if they played anyone else, I'm not sure if you're winning any other games besides Tampa Bay, just because you know that you're familiar with us, okay? On the flip side, with the Colts, I thought the way the Colts were playing prior to that Jags game, that they were going to be able to hang with almost anybody. But unfortunately, you shit the bed. It happens. Just like in my fantasy football, I finished third again. It fucking sucks, you know what I mean? And no one expected the Jags to come out like that, but that's football. All right, you just got to embrace it and see what happens as we go into next year. Shep, so I'm satisfied this year with my Braves, with the World Series and the Bulldogs and the national title. Okay. Luke Birch in the building. Chiefs over Steelers, Bills over Patriots, Bengals over Raiders, Bucs over Eagles, Niners over Cowboys, Cardinals over Rams. So Luke Birch's two upsets are going to be the Niners and the Cardinals. And is that because you don't want to see the Rams or the Buccaneers and you want it to be so easy for your Green Bay Packers? No. All right, let's pump the brakes. I mean, I know there's going to be some upsets, but those are some pretty good ones. All right, we're going to have to kind of wait and see. But, I mean, I'm really, really honest right now. There's 2 games right now that are pretty much locks for victories. The other 4 are going to go 50-50. And it might really come down to special teams, defense, and time of possession. Really what it's going to come down to. The teams at home look like they are the better teams. But if anything teaches you in past history that anybody can beat anyone, and especially in the wild card round, you're going to have at least one upset, possibly 2. But that's not bad. Niners over Cowboys. I respect you. I don't know if you just hate the Cowboys. I don't know if that's what it is. Or you hate the Patriots because you got the Bills over the Patriots and you don't like the Cowboys. And obviously you maybe want the Rams to get knocked off so you don't have to see them. But obviously they've been kind of up and down. They haven't been the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of last year. They kept telling me, Rams fans, we're just as good as you. We're going to do it just like you did. But they've been kind of struggling in December, and you ended up losing to the Niners. You don't have Robert Woods. Obviously, you ended up picking Eric Weddle back up, and I made a tweet, and I was like, that's a little desperate, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's desperation. You're going all in. Von Miller, OBJ, Eric Weddle. But I don't think you're winning the Super Bowl, and let alone, I don't think you're going to get to the NFC Championship game. And that's not me being a hater. I just don't think you're good enough. All right, you need to be able to be winning these games down late, and I think there's other teams that might be able to play better. And I'm not saying the Rams are a shitty team, but I don't got confidence in them like maybe Rams fans do, and that's big facts. Let's see here. Brute Saint, the Niners might be a silent threat in the NFC. I agree, and I'm going to go over some of these picks here in just a second. Holly Winchell in the building. I'm glad that you guys actually got the notifications and that you're in the room. Holly Hundo in the building. How are you? Hopefully you are doing fantastic. Travis reacts, someone that reacts as well. Let's go Eagles. How do you think that they're going to do? Obviously, I'm a Bucs fan. I'm going to give it to you real. I'm not going to, beat around the bush. I'm going to call it right down the middle. And I'm going to go once I get through all the comments, and I'll let you guys decide what games you want me to go in what order, and we'll break them down, okay? I'll be getting into that here in just a second. And I got a lot of respect for the Eagles, all right? Let alone, just because Tampa Bay is the better team, just because Tampa Bay is the second most probably rated team to make the Super Bowl besides Green Bay or the Chiefs, right? That doesn't mean that the Eagles can't play Tampa Bay and upset them. All right, I don't think a lot of people are going to be picking Philly to win that game, but I never overlook anyone. Just like when the Saints play Tampa Bay, I'm like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm going to beat everyone in the division. We're going to go 6-0. I got Brady. We're winning everything. I never think that way. It's like it's bad sports karma to be that fucking biased and that much of an egomaniac. Like you just think that you're just going to run through everyone. Even though if you know that's a truth in your heart, you don't say that. That's bad sports karma of saying that. And like I said, remember that talk in the beginning of the year? Oh, the Chiefs and Buccaneers are going undefeated. Well, both of those motherfuckers they really look fucking stupid. All these guys in the media, they're like, oh, Tampa's going undefeated. Chiefs are going undefeated. The NFL's a long season. There's a lot of parity. I knew no one was going to go undefeated. I knew no one was going to lose one game. I thought for sure 3 to 4 games, losses. based off, the schedule. That's what we were looking at, and that's pretty much what we got with like the Packers and the Bucs at 13-4. And then you had guys, like young Nola saying, hey, the Saints are going to go 14-3 post Drew Brees. And I said, you know what? You're probably going to go 8-9 or 9-8. You just have to know football. You know what I mean? You just can't be looking, breezing over, all of the things like depth and wide receivers, no Drew Brees. You got to take everything into consideration, okay? But there's going to be some upsets this year. That's facts. And Tampa Bay might be one of the teams that gets upset. Mike Cook in the building. He said, get well. Obviously, they're talking about me as well as Sarah Small. Appreciate that. Young C said, I'm a Cowboys fan, but Sunday is going to be a good one. Yeah. Cowboys are going to be, based off that last game against the Eagles, third and fourth string. All right, you guys dominated, threw up a fucking 50-burger. And obviously, we damn boys. Cowboys fans say that every year. Hey, guess what? What? We damn boys. What? Hey, Jeff, come here. What? We damn boys. Hey, Larry, come over here. We damn boys. And then every time what happens? They get their ass kicked and they lose. But this year, with Dan Quinn, at defensive coordinator, Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons, we damn boys, they are the boys this year. So it wouldn't surprise me if the Dallas Cowboys get upset against the Niners or if they take it all the way to the NFC Championship game. It wouldn't surprise me either way. But I can tell you, though, their defense finally matches their offense, and sometimes their defense is even better. So that's really what you need. You need to have good balance, offense, defense. Offensive line, defensive line. You got to have a running game. You got to have good coaching. You got to have good coordinators. And bottom line, you have to believe and you have to ride or die for those other guys that are next to you in the huddle. And if you can end up getting that good battle in the line of scrimmage, you can win the line of scrimmage, you can play good defense, and you have great coaching. These are the teams that are going to excel and get a little bit farther. All right? Sneaker finds. You speaking facts, the Niners can be a sleeper. Absolutely. I think a lot of people think the Niners have a chance to beat the Cowboys. But remember, this isn't the Cowboys of years past. All right. This is the Cowboys with an amazing defense that we haven't seen in a long, long time. All right. So I know a lot of people just hate the Cowboys because they're the Dallas Cowboys, or you hate the Patriots because they're the New England Patriots. But if you're wanting to bet money, or if you're trying to get, good picks to make yourself look a little bit smarter in your friend group, you got to take out the hate in your heart and think up here, not in your heart. You got to think up here because this is what's going to make you money. This right here, the heart, you ain't making no money that way. That's where you lose your fucking house. You lose your car. You lose your life savings. You lose your Bitcoin. You lose your 401k. All right? That's facts. All right? Chiefs Kingdom in the building. What to do? Let's see here. Said, shoot for Eugene's sake. I sure hope the Cardinals beat the oh, smack. Hey, Rams. You know what I mean? You got to be able to get that game on that next level, and we'll have to wait and see as we go into these picks here in a second. Bengals upsetting the Chiefs would be ideal. Adam Arribas. Well, we saw what happened when they played each other a few weeks ago. The Bengals can hang with the Chiefs. That might be one of the only teams, if the Bengals are still around, that can hang with the Chiefs. They can even beat the Chiefs. We've seen it, okay? Joe Burrow is a superstar. He is a top 10 quarterback in this league, just like Justin Herbert. Facts. Air Whitey says, I'm happy with the NBA. You might be the only one, my dude. You might be the only one. The Rams are frauds, Luke Birch says. We'll see. We will see. As a Saints fan, this comment brings me joy. LOL. Well, obviously, Saints fans, as well as Rams fans, they don't have a whole lot of love for each other. Big Jim Cruz in the building. What's up, Orion? You know who I got. Fly, Eagles fly. Big Jim Cruz, I see you. Odin's son, Raiders upsetting the Bengals would be the big upset. There might be bigger upsets than that, and we'll get to that in just a second. Nathan Dotson, Seppo Rizzle. Adam, that's not going to happen. Bengals barely beat that team, bro. Learn football, my guy. Come on. Hey, but this is the playoffs. All right, Jameson Meza, tighten up, y'all. What to do? Brute saying every single playoff team can win. I know it's a duh moment, exactly. But what I mean is that a team has grit and fight, and there is not one team that's a throwaway like the Bears last season. I agree. I totally agree, Brute saying. Great point. The Colts scared me more than anyone on the AFC side, and they didn't even get in. I know, isn't it crazy? Chiefs gone Chief. Yo, what to do? But that should be something that shows you right there. We thought that the Colts, the Bengals, and the Chiefs were the teams that were kind of playing pretty good football, and the Colts didn't even get in. So what does that tell you? That tells you that anybody can beat anyone, even the lower name seeds, even the teams that maybe haven't played that great in December. All you got to do is win one game. This isn't best of 7 in NHL. This isn't best of 7 in MLB. This isn't best of 7 in any other sport like the NBA. It's a one or done. You either bring it or you're on the fucking couch like young Nola watching the Saints, okay? You got to be able to bring it, all right? And anybody can beat anyone, and my team included could be sitting on the couch as far as after this weekend, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Initial drifters, Bird Gang in the building. What to do? Chiefs gone cheap. Road to 2 Super Bowl starts Sunday night. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Titans fans have a fun time. Just kick back and enjoy some football. Yep, Titans fans, obviously Packer fans. Jameis Meza, tighten up 22. Obviously, with the Grossi Posse, Luke Birch, and everyone else, everyone's going to be kicking back and just waiting to see what dust settles and where we're at that point. Nathan Dotson has said, I need the Patriots and Bills out immediately. Well, they play each other, so you're only going to get one of them at that point. Shep says, I got Chiefs Bengals and the AFC Championship game. Could be. I really like the Bengals. I really do. I think that they are one of those teams that could, eventually they could be like, if it's not the Chiefs, what's the other team that maybe could be a replacement to the Chiefs? Like if the Chiefs lose, I don't want that at all. All right. But if they do, what's the team that we want to represent the AFC as far as like ratings? They're going to play good football. They got someone at quarterback that you can believe in. It's Joe Burrow. And that's the guy. If the Chiefs somehow slip up and they lose to the Bengals or sooner, or at the AFC Championship game, if they line up, we want to see a good representative on the AFC side. And I think the only really good AFC representative that you're going to get besides the Chiefs might end up being the Cincinnati Bengals or the Tennessee Titans if we can get Derrick Henry healthy. And depending on what they look like, the one thing that kind of worries me is the Titans defense. Yes, I know they're the number 1 seed. Yes, Vrabel should get Coach of the Year, one of the candidates to get it. But I'm not even sure if Titans fans really think, hey, this is our year. This is our Super Bowl year. I know you got Tighten Up 22 and you got some of the people in the room like Jameis Meza, but do you truly believe in your heart with all the injuries that you've had that you can beat everyone and make the Super Bowl? As a Titans fan, of course, you're going to say yes, but I know there's some doubt in your heart and in your mind. Can you do it? Can you really beat teams like the Bengals and the Chiefs? We're going to have to wait and see, let alone maybe the Bills or the Pats. So we'll have to see that here very shortly. No one's sleeping on the Bengals anymore, Adam Rivas. Everyone knows that they're the real deal Holyfield. Okay? I actually have us rematching in the NFC Championship game. Bucs, Green Bay Packers. Damn right, man. Titans get healthier and get a little bit of rest in the return of King Henry. Let's see, geez, anybody except the Cowboys win the NFC Championship game. Well, I don't think you're going to get the Cowboys winning the NFC Championship game, but it wouldn't surprise me if they get there. Their momentum and their defense, everything is kind of coming together. Everyone hates on Dak. Dak is top 10. Everyone likes to hate, on just the Cowboys in general. I don't like Mike McCarthy one bit. Don't get me twisted on Mike McCarthy. All right, but they definitely have a very solid top to bottom, and we haven't seen that in a long, long time. Chiefs gone Chief. I want to play the Titans and get revenge from them stopping us this season. I imagine you do. Let's see here. Brute Saint. Well, we said 9-8 for the Saints. I did. We just know our football, and I know what this team is. Brute Saint. Well, you're one of the actually smart Saint fans that doesn't, boast about their team. You know what I mean? When you know what your team is. It's like, if you know your team isn't that good, why make statements that you're going to go 14-3 when you know you're not? It just makes yourself look like a fucking idiot at the end. You know what I mean? Like, you can hope for the best, but even at the very best, if Jameis played the whole season, what would you have guys, maybe capped out at? 11 wins, maybe 12 at the very, very most, if no one got hurt and everything was rolling. You know what I mean? But that is maybe a little bit of a stretch. But I think with Jameis playing 10 wins or more, 10 or 11 would have been kind of the sweet spot. And I think you know that too. Prayer Man 2009. Hello, brother. Fly, Eagles fly this weekend. Much love, brother. Much love to you, my guy. Holly Hundo says, hey, I sure hope so. Your Packers need to bludgeon the Cowboys in any way possible. I'm getting finally caught up, okay? Cowboys defense can't even stop a bunch of third and fourth stringers. You'll see. You will see. You will see. Playoffs is a whole nother animal, and they got Dan Quinn. He's one of the best defensive coordinators in the game. We will see. And obviously, when you got guys like Deebo Samuel that you're going to have to game plan against and Kyle Shanahan, you might get an upset right there. You never know. Just because you're at home doesn't mean it's going to be an easy win. And the Cowboys-Niner rivalry goes back to the 80s and 90s, and the rivalry is real. And remember, I said, when the Niners and Cowboys are relevant, it's better for football. And then, boom, lo and behold, they're playing each other in the playoffs. Let's go. Nathan Dotson says, I like the Bengals, but they were never in that Chiefs game until the last minute. The Chiefs let up. I don't see them doing anything to Kansas City. But before the Kansas City talk, what about this weekend against the Raiders? All right? We'll have to see what happens. Holly Hundo says, good deal, rooting for the Niners then. Fear the deer. The Bengals can hang with the Chiefs as long as the refs agree. I agree. Cyberpunk 53 upset the Raiders over the Bengals. Burrow got hurt in the KC game. Hey, we'll see. Sarah Small in the building. Mob Squad 99, a Ram fan. A lot of the Rams fans ran away this season. A lot of the Rams fans ran away. They didn't want to, I've heard a lot of shit talking about how great they are, and they're going to do exactly what Tampa Bay did. You guys have had some ups and some downs. You're still one of the better teams in the NFL, but excited for the playoffs. We actually get a Rams fan in the building, Mob Squad 99. So I will be attending the Rams and Cardinals. Well, congratulations for getting yourself a ticket, and good luck this weekend. Let's see here. Exploradora in the building. What to do? Jameson Meza in the building. What to do? Brute Saint in the building. Said, well, I want the Bucs to get knocked out of the playoffs. I also want the Bucs-Packers championship game so we get that collab with Grossi. It's tough. Well, of course, you can have hate in your heart for my team, but what do you want? Your team's knocked out. Do you want the best matchups in football? I mean, if we could get Bengals, Chiefs, and we can get Buccaneers, Packers, what's going to be better than that for AFC, NFC championship game? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, even if I don't get there and it's like Rams, Packers, whatever, all right? But you're going to want great matchups because the NFC, AFC championship game might end up being better than the Super Bowl. We want to be able to have those great matchups. And, of course, I want that collab with Grossi, even if I lose. Come on now. Sarah Small in the building, Holly Hundo in the building, John Hankins in the building, coming from a big Eagles fan. Enjoy the game, Orion. I will. Adventures with AG, a Rams fan, actually back in the building. Horns up LA, what to do. One comment that I just wanted to make, and I don't know if you guys are friends with Zini Panini. She ends up making big donations to the channel. She's a big Eagles fan that lives in Wisconsin. When she does come in to the room when it's possible, she had to go on the road on a flight to go some kind of round trip to meet up with family. And then her baby sister died. And I reached out to her last night. I think she's a mess. So I don't know if she's going to be in the building watching the game with us when we end up doing the live stream. But anytime you see Veronica Zini in the building, and I always say Zini Panini, you always hear me say that. And she usually ends up donating, being very, engaging in the chat. She's one of the best females, not only females, but just members of the Fanatic family. Make sure you show her some love. I'm going through depression right now and anxiety, even though my face and my voice probably don't sound like it. You know what I mean? And I know she's hurting right now, and I messaged her on Twitter. I don't know if any of y'all follow her on Twitter right now or not, but if you can give her a little well wishes when it's appropriate for her, if she ends up acknowledging the situation and she comes in. Make sure you're extra nice to her, you know what I mean? Because I can't imagine losing, let alone a pet like Paisley or a baby sister or brother or anyone in the family right now, especially with COVID and everything that's going on. So shout out to Zini Panini. I love you. I appreciate you. I messaged her last night. Now let's get into the picks as I crack open my Modelo. Appreciate everyone in the building. All right, so I'm going to let you guys, the fans, dictate where we go. And we can start off in order. We can do Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we can go that route. Raiders, Bengals, Pats, Bills, Eagles, Buccaneers, Niners, Cowboys, Steelers, Chiefs, Cardinals, Rams. Or we can do it at complete random, however you guys want to do it. So comment below where you guys want to start off with the matchups. If you want to start them off in kind of chronological order, we can go about that particular route. And we can discuss as a group. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION, NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on the YouTube page. Follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, NW Sports Fanatics. First sip. Ooh, pineapple beer. Pineapple beer, baby. Oh, baby. Go in game order by conference. All right, so Initial Drifter wants to go by conference. Luke Birch says AFC, NFC. We can go based on when the games are being played as well. We can go that route. Go in game order. Yes, AFC first. All right, so I need a little bit more feedback. Actually, go division games first. Well, you guys got to agree. All right, we can either do them the way that the games are going to be played in order based off, Raiders, Bengals, Pats, Bills on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and then the Monday matchup, or we can do AFC, NFC. You let me know, but you guys got to be able to come to an agreement on here when I start. So come to start typing it in on the chat. So when I get a little bit more, in order of the biggest clans, there's a lot of clans that are going to be in the playoffs. All right. Prayer Man 2009, bang, $5. Thank you. On the Cash App, getting it started, as well as Sarah Small. Appreciate you. One sec here. All right, baby. Prayer Man 2009. Boom, 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 boom. $5 on the Cash App. Thank you. Sarah Small donated on this stream as well. Appreciate you guys very much. So have we come to an agreement? The AFC, NFC. Is that what we want? All right, so we'll do AFC first, and then we will do NFC. So if we do it that way, we pretty much can go in kind of chronological order. So let's start it off then. If we're going to go AFC, NFC, Air Whitey, he put his foot down. All right, he said, we're going to do it like this. It's settled, AFC, NFC. All right, Air Whitey and Brute Saint put their foot down. All right, so let's start it off. We got the Raiders and the Bengals, and I am going to do every single game on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'm going to push myself on Sunday. Now, even if my Buccaneers lose, Sunday morning by 25, all right, I'm still going to have that energy and fire. I'm not going to be a poor sport. I'm not going to be whiny. I'm going to have just as much energy. You'll never know if my team won or lost. I'm going to bring it on all the games. So let's start it off. We got Raiders, Bengals at 1:30 p.m. on NBC on Saturday. That's going to be the first game. All right, so with this particular matchup, we saw the Raiders, all right, find a way at the very end of the game to be able to have that Uncle Mo momentum. Did they deserve to win that game? Possibly. Some people will say not really. You know what I mean? Any team could have won that game. When I saw that Justin Herbert threw 63, 64 attempts, I'm like, I already knew that they lost before I actually saw the end result. I'm like, that's way too many attempts. All right, that's way too many attempts. You didn't have 50-50 ball. The coaching, Brandon Staley. I mean, you're new, right? But you're going for 2, and just all these things that you did in the Chiefs matchup. It's just like with the Chargers, you should have been in the playoffs this year. All right, you should have been in this year, and that's on the coaching first of all. Okay. But when you ended up watching that game, you got to give the Raiders and Carr a little bit of credit. A lot of Raider fans think that Mariota should be starting. Do you still think that now? Probably not. A lot of those people have tucked their tails in between their legs, and now they're like, yeah, Carr's the man. You weren't saying that shit a fucking month ago, 2 weeks ago. So a lot of Raider fans are kind of back and forth. Carr's not the fucking problem, right? Carr's not the problem. The O-line is the problem. The defense is the problem. The injuries are a problem. You got, Darren Waller. You got Hunter Renfrow. You got Josh Jacobs. You got Carr. Rich, Bashasha. All right. He used to be on Tampa Bay as a coordinator. He might end up inheriting the head coaching position. All right. Rich Bashasha. Okay. I like him, but I'm not sure if he's going to be worthy to be that coach. Now, if the Raiders beat the Bengals, that's going to be one of the biggest upsets of the whole entire weekend, just as if the Eagles beat the Bucs. All right. The Steelers beat Kansas City. There's going to be matchups and obviously upsets. If the Cardinals beat the Rams, Niners beat the Cowboys, or possibly if the Pats beat the Bills. I guess those might be the upsets, right? But with the way that Joe Burrow has played, I'm not sure if anyone thinks that the Raiders are going to win this game. The only way the Raiders, I feel, that had a chance to win this game is if the Raiders, if the Raiders were playing at home. If the Raiders were playing at home in Vegas and everyone's drunk, everyone's wild, right? Everyone's crazy. And obviously Raider Nation, in that black hole is wilding out. That might be the only way that I could see the Raiders pulling off that upset. So I got to think Cincinnati at home, giving you Boomer Esiason vibes from the 80s and the 90s. You got a guy now, Joe Burrow, that, when the Browns drafted Baker Mayfield, they thought it was going to be Joe Burrow, and it's fucking not. Baker can do commercials, but he can't play fucking football like Joe Burrow can. And I got the Cincinnati Bengals winning this game, and I think they're going to win big. All right. I don't think it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be 3 points, 6 points, 7 points. I think it could be 10 points or more. I think the Bengals have proven with, Mixon, all right, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, avoid the boy, Tyler Boyd, never drops any passes. Azuma, you got the defense, Trey Hendrickson, Jesse Bates III. They look like a team that if the Chiefs are going to go very far, which they should, right? That one team that makes you kind of feel a little up, like you have to drink some Pepto. Your stomach's a little upset. You can beat the Bengals. The refs, are going to, make certain calls that are good or bad, like when we saw in that Bengals game against the Chiefs, right? But maybe it will be one of those things where it's a good thing that maybe the Bengals keep winning and the Chiefs get winning, and you keep getting further and further along, and maybe we will get an AFC championship game or a matchup prior to the AFC championship game. But right now, I think that we got to go Cincinnati. And another thing, too, is that if you're doubting Cincinnati at all right now, stop it. Cincinnati, I think, even though They lost to the Browns at the last game of the regular season. They're not playing all their starters. Sometimes when you don't play all your starters, you're going to lose. Or even if you do play your starters, you lose that last game. Usually you want to go 4-0 in December or at least 3-1. But I think Cincinnati, truly, in my heart, I think that they could overachieve and be 1 year early. And I think I could see them making the AFC Championship game against a team like the Chiefs. I feel really confident in their offense, their defense, their head coach. I think they feel confident in themselves. Everything is kind of clicking on all cylinders. But with all that being said, all it takes is a Joe Burrow 2-interception first quarter, and then the game might be over. And then the Raiders might pound the rock. Maybe Josh Jacobs gets hot. And Darren Waller, Carr starts, doing his thing. Anything can happen. But there's 2 games that are pretty much locks for me, for teams that are going to win this weekend. And this is one of the 4 that I think that could go 50-50, but I got to go Cincinnati Bengals. And don't be surprised if they take this win and they keep roaring all the way to the AFC Championship game. And if they don't get there, let's say they play the Chiefs prior to the AFC Championship game, maybe the stop ends there. But Cincinnati has got to be one of the top 2 teams with the Chiefs that can go to the AFC Championship game, let alone the Super Bowl. I know it sounds crazy because we want the Chiefs to go. We want the Chiefs to be the representative. But if we do get a team that's not the Chiefs, I think that I want the Cincinnati Bengals to shock the world and get there, because I think Joe Burrow is very entertaining. Jamar Chase is very entertaining. And then we can get guys like T-Rex, Trey Hendrickson, formerly of the Saints, on the map, and get guys like Jesse Bates III, the most underrated safety in football. Get him on the map so that you guys know who he is. Cincinnati Bengals in a rout over the Raiders. That's my first pick. All right, anybody commenting below, what do you think? Am I on point, or do you guys feel any differently? Brute Saint says Cincinnati will be roaring. Yes, they will. They are hungry. Yes, they are. Yum, 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 yum. Cena was on Pat McAfee. I did see that. The Bengals will get there first. Luke Birch. Niner by nature, 88. Now you just totally skipped the whole Bengals thing. You just went in there and said Niners over Cowboys. Okay. Brute Saint says go Tigers. Luke Birch, the Bengals will get their first playoff win since 91, lose in the divisional round, and enter next season as one of the favorites for the whole thing. And that's the most realistic, kind of statement. Win this game, lose the next one. But depending on who they match up in the next game, they might be the favorite, depending on if they're at home or on the road. And I kind of believe in Cincinnati on the road. There's not a lot of teams that I believe on the road on the AFC. Chiefs, I believe, number 1. In the AFC. They can play anywhere. Home, away, right, fucking on a dirt field, in the parking lot. There's not very many teams that I believe in that can play anywhere, night, day, home, away, turf, fucking grass. It doesn't matter. But this team might go a little further. Sometimes that shit happens where they're like a year or 2 early and they just take advantage of Uncle Momentum. Cincinnati will be roaring, and look for a big win for Cincinnati. Now, if we end up getting the Raiders with the upset, I mean, like I said, this year, especially in November and December, we've seen a lot of upsets. So I don't know if anyone would really be shocked if the Raiders beat the Bengals. It's just like, I don't think anyone would be shocked in any team winning at all at this point. It's just like, we don't really know what we're going to get this year. Trayvon G, have you talked about the Bucs getting first rounded yet? Well, since you want to talk shit and come in here and say comments like that, you better pray that you get past fucking the Cardinals, because you ain't going to the NFC Championship game. You ain't going to the Super Bowl, let alone you ain't winning the Super Bowl, my dude. The Packers and Bucs are leaps and bounds ahead of y'all. You couldn't even beat the fucking San Francisco 49ers. Where are you? All you fucking Rams fans disappeared this year on the channel, and then you conveniently want to show up when you guys win or when the games are now on the line, all right? I don't really see loyal to the soil, all right, for the Northwest Sports Fanatics with the Rams fans. But we'll see what happens, all right? But if we're talking about overrated, who might be the most overrated team, all right, that's in the playoffs, guess who? It's you! It's the Rams! You are the most overrated team in the NFC and AFC altogether, all right? No one expects you to do anything. The Rams fans are hoping and they're praying, all right, but you guys haven't really played very well, all right? So you can maybe deceive yourself and believe in your own head that you're the greatest, all right? You can believe in your head that you're going to go to the Super Bowl, and you may will. You may end up going to the Super Bowl, and you might win it all. But I'll tell you what, there's 99% of the country does not believe in you, all right? They don't believe in you. Yeah, you got Cooper Kupp. It doesn't matter if Cam Akers comes back or not, and this is just me being real, all right? You got to be able to play great football in December. You got to play great football in November. You guys haven't really played great football in the back end of the year. So you guys still may be able to turn it around because you have Matthew Stafford. But even Matthew Stafford hasn't looked very good in the last 2 months. And I should fucking know because I have him in fantasy football and he fucked me over. All right. Overrated. So you almost made me break my whole setup right there. You almost made me break my whole setup and knock my beer over. Overrated, overrated, overrated. But still, even that being said, being overrated, the Rams could still win the Super Bowl. That's just how the NFL is, and that's facts. Keith, he says, is the Eagles going to the Super Bowl? No, they are not going to the Super Bowl. Jameson Meza, he said, how are the secondary? Is it a little shakier past the rush that can make up for that big time? We'll see. We'll see. Bert said, I think the Bengals got it down. Burrow and Chase are special. That's facts. Bengals, Raiders. Cyberpunk 53 says taking the Raiders. Could be. Could be. Niner by nature, 88. Eagles over Bucs. Not happening. My friend lives in Cincinnati. He is a huge Bengals fan. Ben Rossi in the building. LMAO, I'm trolling. Don't be fucking saying shit like you're trolling because that's bullshit. I know how Rams fans' brains work, just like Saints fans and anyone that's against my fucking Buccaneers. All right? I know how you guys think. You guys think that your shit don't stink. You guys think you're so much better than everyone else in the league. And you guys are the goddamn most desperate. Eric fucking Weddle, OBJ, Von Miller, you're not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because you guys aren't fucking healthy like we were. All right. You don't have Tom Brady. All right. And you still might be able to get the championship, but don't ever compare the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to your fucking Rams. We're not even in the same fucking category or atmosphere, my dude. All right. You can say you're trolling now, but in your brain and in your heart, you truly believe that you're the best team in football right now and that you're going to win it all. I know how Rams fans think. I know how the Ramily thinks. Stop it with that. You can't backpedal. All right. There's no more backpedaling. All right. Stop it with the backpedaling, my dude. All right. Stop it. Stop it. He said Rams fans are the worst. I will not go that route. Loyal Rammy is here. Well, someone finally. I said, a lot of you Rams fans, you just dipped the whole season. All right. And then when you guys started losing games, to the Titans, you just dipped. Y'all left. All right. And then anytime I hear the Rams fans come in, maybe not necessarily loyal Rammy, but y'all other ones, you come in and talking all this shit and how great you are. We'll see. It's time to be able to glove up and prove it that you guys are the best team. But I don't even think you guys think that you're the best team in the NFC. I think Tampa Bay is better. All right. I think Green Bay is better. And I could even go this route. I'd probably even say maybe even the Cowboys at some point are slightly better. I would probably put you fourth, maybe above the Cardinals. All right. And, you could say, okay, we're above the Cowboys. Don't disrespect us like that. But are you? You haven't really played good football. You haven't played good football in November and December. So we'll see. We will see. Niners will run through anybody in the NFC. That's what you're hoping for. That's what you personally are hoping for. Stop it. Stop it, Trayvon. Stop it. Says Niner fans took over the Rams stadium. It was all red. Trayvon G, Bucs don't even have a team. LOL, y'all the most overrated. All right, you really think that? Okay. All right. I love it when people always want to doubt the fan base. All right. All right. Because even though you pick up all these guys that are at their last leg at the end of their careers, all right, we'll see. We'll see who goes farther. And you know what? More than likely, we'll probably play each other in the next round. If you guys win and then we win, all right, we'll probably have to play each other, and then the winner will play Green Bay and the NFC Championship game, and it ain't going to be you, all right? It's going to be Tampa Bay, all right? It's going to be Tampa Bay, all right? Ask everyone else that watch Rams football. You can be the way that you want, all right? But if Trayvon G is going to come after me, I got to put you guys in your place. All right. I got to put you in your place. All right. So what do you think about having a Monday night game for the playoffs? I would think that it would be a disadvantage going into the next game for either team. Cyberpunk 53. Yeah, I kind of agree. When I saw that, I mean, obviously you could have 3 games on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, but I guess having a little bit of a break, for people that are going to be doing the games and traveling and whatnot, it might be a little bit of a disadvantage. We're going to have to wait and see. But I mean, 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday is pretty tough, but I kind of like it on Monday, having that one game. But yes, I do think it would be maybe a disadvantage depending on when that next game is and who's playing. But it's still going to be one day, you know what I mean? Maybe 2, depending on when that next game is on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, damn right it's the chain. Come on now. Chargers looking stupid at the crib now, and everything predicted them to upset the Chiefs in the playoffs. Well, you know what? They should have made the playoffs. If they had better coaching, and they actually ran the football a little bit more and their defense was a little bit better. They lost a lot of close games this year. They'll learn from it going into next year. I still think Justin Herbert is a top 10 quarterback in this league. Not top 5, but I still think that him and Burrow are top 10. Obviously, number 2 in passing all year, Justin Herbert. Number 1, Tom Brady. All right, so even though Brady's old as hell, he's still be able to sling it and fling it, so anything is possible. He said, you don't know me or how my brain works. I just know a lot of the Rams fans are haters. All right? Haters. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of y'all. From the comments that I get on Instagram and Twitter and everything else. A lot of jealousy and a lot of hate. All right? You guys went all in. All right? You guys went all in and some. We'll see if it ends up working out for y'all. But I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really been that confident in your guys' team in November and December. Oh, yeah, of course I'm over 20,000, but I don't know anything, Trayvon. I don't know anything, right? I don't know anything about football. Okay. Brute Satan, remember when the Panthers were 3-0 and were supposed to go undefeated? Yeah, that worked out well. So many fans bump their gums, and then their team reeks, and then they dip. LOL, it happens. You got to be able to, be humble about things. You know what I mean? You got to be able to be humble knowing that you can lose to anybody. I mean, even Tampa Bay, I'm not going to be like, oh, we're going to go for 2 and we're going to win the Super Bowl. I mean, it's not likely to lose to the Eagles, but if we lose to the Eagles, would I be shocked? No, I would not. You know what I mean? Of course, we should beat them, all right? But this is the NFL. You got to be able to play 4 quarters and anything can happen. And that's facts. Yeah, Monday night playoffs. Galladeezy. So are you surprised how well the Saints did this year considering the loss of Breeze? No, because I predicted that they would go 8-9, 9-8. I thought if Jameis would have played the whole year, 10-plus wins, 10 or 11, but the injury happened. But no, I mean, they have good defense. Demario Davis, a.k.a. the glue, Marshawn Lattimore. They got Cameron Jordan. They got some studs up front, even though Davenport gets injured from time to time. You got Ryan Ramczyk on the line, AK-41, Sean Payton at head coach. You know what I mean? We just finally realized that Ian Book, Trevor Siemian, and Taysom Hill aren't good enough to lead the team in the future. And they're going to have to go somewhere else. And I was rooting for them. I was rooting for them going in, to the playoffs, but they just don't have enough. You know what I mean? They needed Jameis Winston. Didn't like him for my team. All right. But I did like him for, the New Orleans Saints. And I think that if he can recover from the ACL, there might be an opportunity there for him. I wasn't sure about Carson Wentz either. Both of them might be temporary Band-Aids, but they played a little bit better than I expected this season. That's facts. I never said that you guys suck, all right? I never said that you guys suck, but you Rams fans definitely love to come after not only me, but the rest of the league, all right? There's a lot of great fan bases that are out there, but if you're going to come after me and start talking shit to me, I'm going to bring it right back to you, all right, and give you the perception of the league. All right. So you guys might be happy on the way that your team looks and everything there. All right. And you guys might win the Super Bowl. All right. That's fine. But don't act. All right. And start backpedaling on shit once you start having to get fucking talked to. Okay. That's facts. You guys still have a great football team, but I don't think anyone believes in y'all. Nobody believes in y'all. All right. There's a lot of other teams that we think that are much better. And you guys might be able to put it together. But Matthew Stafford hasn't played the same football as he did at the beginning of the year. That's facts. He doesn't play good football at the end of the year. Antonio Brown is done. All right? That's facts. So we'll see. We'll see if you guys can step up and get it done. All right? Yeah, you signed 3 safeties. I get it. All right? But you're desperate. It's playoff time. I'm talking shit to everyone. Okay, good. Because I don't need to talk shit. All right, you talk shit to me, I'll talk shit back. But I'm going to be humble, eat the humble pie. I'm not going to be like Trayvon G. I'm not going to be like young Nola. And then boom, I'm going to win the Super Bowl. So I'm fine. You know what I mean? I don't end up needing to talk shit and say how much better than the Bucs are because I got a shitload of injuries myself. All right? We're going to let the play do the talking. I don't need to do anything above and beyond that. You come after me, I'm going to come after you and let you know why you're not going to win. And it's true. Maybe the Buccaneers don't win the Super Bowl. We might end up getting Packers and Chiefs, and I'll be completely fucking happy with that because I'm a fan of the league. I'm not just a fan of the Rams. I'm a fan of all 32 teams. And that's more than a lot of y'all can say because I really, truly love the game, all 32. And that's facts. So good luck to your Rams, all right? But don't get all butthurt when I tell you shit that you know is true, all right? You guys are hella desperate, and you are the most overrated team in the playoffs. That's just my personal opinion. You can say it's the Buccaneers. You can say it's the Packers. You can say it's the Chiefs. All right, but if you took a poll of NFL fans out of everyone that's playing, and you're talking about someone that is good, all right, but maybe a little overrated, I think more people would say it's the Rams than any other team because we expected you guys to be much better and more consistent this year, okay? I call it right down the middle, all right? I call it right down the middle. If it wasn't true, all right, how come Matthew Stafford started playing like shit and lost me in fantasy? All right, how come the offense and the defense really wasn't as disciplined as they could have been? Yeah, you might have ended up winning some games, but you weren't winning convincingly, and you didn't even beat the goddamn 49ers at the end of the year. So that's all I got to say right there. All right, you didn't really come into the playoffs as a team that everyone thinks is that's going to win the Super Bowl. Because I'll tell you what, you might be the fourth or fifth, rated team to get there, but you're definitely not number one. And I think a lot of people think that if you're a Rams fan, we're number one. We're number one. So talk that shit. Keep being that way. Keep being like young Nola. All right, and we'll see how far it gets you. And then if you guys end up playing the Buccaneers and you beat us, I wouldn't be surprised. You guys got a good football team. But winning it all, you don't get medals. You don't get anything for fucking second place. You don't get anything for fucking third place or fourth place. There's one Super Bowl Lombardi at the end of the day. So we'll see what it is. And if it ends up being Rams Chiefs, you ain't winning. You ain't winning that game, my dude. Hey, I had Darrell Henderson. I had Matthew Stafford. I had a lot of guys on the Rams. I knew that they were going to be a good football team. But the number one reason that they're not going to win the Super Bowl, Robert Woods. Yeah, you got Odell Beckham Jr., but Robert Woods is going to be the key piece why you guys don't get to the Super Bowl, let alone win the Super Bowl. Facts. Raiders, Bengals. I got Bengals. I don't know if the Raiders can give you enough, but let's go to the next matchup. Please, we're done talking about the Rams and the Ramily. Everyone on the Rams, they start getting butthurt. All right, when they don't hear what they want to hear. Oh, we're going to go to the Super Bowl and win. If we don't say that to the Rams fans, they all get pissed off and they leave. So that's fine. You know what I mean? That's fine. The Rams fans really haven't been loyal to this channel anyways, so it's all good. You want to come in here and talk shit when you want to talk shit? That's fine. All right, but we know what fan bases support your boy. And the Rams fan base, they do not. All right, you got a couple of y'all come in, and you come in conveniently. All right, but are you loyal to the soil? Are you loyal for the NWSF? Some of you, Rams fans, but not all of you. That's facts. Next matchup, we got the Patriots and the Bills. This is close, all right? Because if you remember the last time we're watching right now on NFL Network in 2021, Week 13, that was the game that Mac Jones threw 3 times, right? They ended up winning the game. Right now it's 14-10 with 2 minutes to go. I'm not sure if you're going to get that matchup, all right? But with New England and Buffalo, Buffalo's running game is always their bugaboo. Always, always, always the bugaboo, all right? They have Devin Singletary, sucks. Okay. Matt Breida sucks. Zach Moss, above average. You know what I mean? And those other 2 guys, that's all, in all honesty, they're all average running backs. They're all RB2s, RB3s. Breida's an RB3. Singletary and Moss are RB2s. But until you end up getting a Nick Chubb, a Josh Jacobs, a Jonathan Taylor, you're not going to be able to win it all, let alone go to the Super Bowl, in my opinion. That's one part of their game that's lacking. All right. The offensive line is shaky at times. Defense is usually pretty good. Josh Allen is usually pretty good. But if they shut down Stephon Diggs, which I know they will, can they rely on anybody else, Cole Beasley and these other guys? So even though I know the Bills are the better team overall, this is one of the 4 games that I feel that could go either way. But I think I'm going to have to go with the New England Patriots with the upset on the road because I think that they play some of the best football on the road. Belichick will be able to hopefully contain Stephon Diggs, contain the running game. And if you end up shutting down their running game, they're going to throw 8 or 9 in the box. They're going to get to Josh Allen. And I don't have the same kind of swag and feel that Buffalo gave you last year. You know what I mean? They don't give you that same kind of feeling, all right, this year than they did last year. And then last year, it wasn't even good enough. So until they address the running back position, they're never going to end up going to the AFC Championship game and winning that game against the Chiefs or someone else. So I know Buffalo is going to be the popular pick, all right? It's going to be the popular pick, but I think I'm going to go with the first upset. And I'm not even sure if it's really an upset with New England. I mean, New England's kind of been up and down as well, and they're going to be on the road, so it's going to be extra tough for them. But I think if anyone can coach their team up and get them ready, I think it's going to be the New England Patriots and obviously Bill Belichick. So Let's see what you guys think on that particular matchup there. I know a lot of y'all are going to be going for the Bills. And obviously, it's not like we necessarily trust Mac Jones, but they don't have to have him have a crazy big game. All they need to do is be able to hand the football off, play good defense, and they're going to be able to win that game, and it might end up being a little bit lower scoring. It's not like the Bills have a top 3 offense and this amazing running back that's going to get them 100+ yards. I mean, they might collectively get 100 yards with their 3 guys if they're all healthy, but we're going to have to wait and see. Okay? Trayvon G, are you even still in the room, bro? I can't even see your comments anymore, man. You feel me? You're not on my level, my bro. You ain't on my level, my bro. Stop it, man. Stop it while you're ahead. You already backpedaled. You're already cut. You're out of the game. All right? You're on the bench, dude. You're on the bench, Trayvon. The Rams are on the bench. Okay? Okay? Be on the bench, baby. All right, Rasul Douglas started the season on the Cardinals practice squad. Yeah, Rasul Douglas is one of the biggest stories in the NFL. A lot of people don't know who he is, where he is, how he's playing. What a tremendous story for their roster and for your guys' team moving forward in the playoffs. Absolutely. I believe the Pats will pull off the upset just because they're a more well-rounded team. So it looks like someone thinks like your boy, and sometimes great minds think alike. Brute Saint is probably the most honest, non-biased, realistic Saint fan on planet Earth. That is a part of this channel, and like I said, we might be both right. We might be both wrong, but something tells me that New England might be able to do enough to be able to scrape by and win that game. And it's not like we think Mac Jones is better than Josh Allen. We don't, but I like the defense so much better on New England side. And, even with the line of scrimmage, I think I like New England a little bit there, on the defensive line and offensive line, as well as the coaching with Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick. So that's big facts. Jameson Meza. Big, the Patriots are going to get the victory, but it's going to be a dogfight. Josh Allen always seems to throw a bad path or a bad pass in every game. Dylan Rona in the building. What to do? Nemopolis. Yeah, but we don't get any points for getting 3rd or 4th, man. Both of us should have been in the championship game, Nemopolis. Zini Panini ended up clipping me, and it's not like we didn't do good the whole season. It was just in the playoffs in those first 2 weeks, both of our teams shit the bed. BMO was great. Zini Panini played better, and all my players just didn't score points. I was projected for like 140 every week. And in those 2 playoff games, they hit like 80. It's like, how am I supposed to win the championship when I'm projected for 140 and my team puts up 80 or 90? It was rough, but I was happy to have you along for the ride in the NWSF Fantasy Football League, and maybe we can do something better next year. Memopolis, shout out to you. It's like, Debo that like button, y'all. Appreciate that. Niner by nature, 88. John Hankins says, don't see the Patriots in this one. We'll see. We'll see. Well, whatever level you think you're on, if there's like a flight school, like Michael Jordan, Air Jordan, I'm way at the top. So you can't even see me. I'm in the clouds. So I don't know where you are and the Rams are and the Rams fan base, but you're nowhere near, you're nowhere near Orion and the NWSF. Okay. You're somewhere down here. All right. I'm up there, baby. I'm up there, baby. You feel me? But in all seriousness, the Rams are a good football team. If the Rams play the Buccaneers, they easily can beat the Buccaneers. Easily. They've done it year in and year out. The Rams could go to the Super Bowl, and the Rams can win. It's just me having a little fun with Trayvon G coming in here. He tried to jab me in the fucking jaw, saying how shitty my Buccaneers are and how crappy we are and how that the Rams are just going to go all the way. And then I'm going to clap back. All right? I ain't going to let you keep jabbing me in the jaw. All right? I'm going to clap back a little bit. But in all seriousness, the Rams do have a good football team. It makes me a little nervous. They haven't been as consistent as I would have liked as a championship squad, but we'll see what happens in the playoffs. I mean, this is where you really bring it, and we'll see if Sean McVay, that's one thing I do love and I can appreciate about you, Trayvon G, is you got one of my favorite coaches in the league, and Sean McVay, and I also love Kyle Shanahan. I think that those are the 2 youngest, brightest coaches the NFL has to offer. So we'll see if you guys can do it, and I'm not going to be afraid if we play you, in the playoffs. And I know you guys have a good track record against us. All right, but I want to see Bucs Packers, not Rams Packers, okay? And I don't know if anyone wants to see Rams Packers personally, all right? They know your team is pretty good, but Matthew Stafford hasn't been as impressive as I would like in this last month and a half. And I think that's really what makes all of us nervous. A lot of bad throws and a lot of bad interceptions. I mean, he could have been MVP this year, and he ain't getting no MVP. That's facts. All right, Bills over the Patriots. So last Sunday was the craziest shit ever. We slid into the playoffs. Dylan Rona, Steelers. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. But that's one of the probably locks that I have out of the 2 games out of the 6. I think we all kind of feel, Tampa Bay and the Kansas City Chiefs, going against the Eagles and Steelers. That should be dubs easily, but this is the playoffs, so we really don't know what's going to happen. Allen counts. Cowboys got a good chance. Just got to stop the run and force Jimmy to pass a little more. That's facts. That's facts. Okay, Trayvon. Okay. Well, you let me know when you're over 20,000 on YouTube, all right, and then I'll subscribe to your channel, all right, with all the hard work that you put in with film study and following all 32 teams, all the websites and everything there. No one's going to be perfect in the NFL, all right, with picks or predictions, let alone college football or any sports this year or last year, all right? This is probably the hardest year to pick games than I can remember. You know what I mean? We've had way more upsets than I can remember out of the last maybe 10 or 15 years. So it doesn't matter if you're Nostradamus or you're Trayvon G. You're not going to be completely right throughout this whole fucking playoffs, whoever the fuck you think you are, okay? We've only had one bad month. Well, it feels like fucking 3 to me, okay? 3 bad games in a row is a fucking eternity, okay? That's facts. What's this right here? Brute Saint Stafford ain't no playoff-worthy QB. He's like 2019, 2020, Drew Brees. Possibly. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to step up. And I know you got Cooper Kupp, but not having Robert Woods, that might be the bugaboo. That might be the bugaboo. That might be the piece that you're missing to be able to get there. So we'll see. And like I said, if the Bills end up winning, or the Raiders, am I going to hear me cry about it? No. I mean, this is just kind of my gut feeling right now. And a lot of people are going to go either way. It's going to be much easier to pick all the fucking home teams, but any fucking moron can do that. Bengals, Bills, Bucs, Cowboys, Chiefs, Rams, baby. Right? It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to go home team on every matchup, but I doubt that every single team at home is going to win. But just based on what I've seen and what I'm thinking that's going to happen, I'm going to go Bengals, all right, over the Raiders, all right, and I'm going to go Pats with the upset over the Bills, and then we got Sunday morning. This is one of the 2 games that I feel that should be a lock. I'm going to go Buccaneers, and it's not just because the Buccaneers are my team. I think that we have a lot of injuries. A lot of guys are coming back this week. We're going to start getting healthy. Nothing against Jalen Hurts or Gardner Minshew, but if it's going to be Tom Brady at home with everything on the line, he's probably going to win the MVP, even though Aaron Rodgers deserves it. Cooper Kupp deserves it. Jonathan Taylor deserves it. All right. But with Brady and the stats, maybe Brady gets the MVP and maybe Aaron Rodgers gets a Super Bowl MVP. Maybe we get that matchup. Maybe we get Packers Chiefs and it goes that route. Okay. But I got the Buccaneers beating the Eagles, and I think we'll win pretty easily. I mean, Bengals beating the Raiders by more than 10. I think the Bucs can beat the Eagles by more than 10. Do I think the Eagles are a bad football team? No. I think they got a lot of heart, a lot of effort, a lot of pride. I think if the Eagles were at home, it would be a better chance for them to win, just like if the Raiders were at home. But for them to be on the road in Tampa, I just don't see it. And I know Tampa might not go all the way to the NFC Championship game. We might not go all the way to the Super Bowl. But what I do know is we're going to end up beating Philly. All right, we will beat Philly on Sunday in the morning at 10 a.m. And I might end up having one of the Eagles fans do a broadcast with me. We'll see. But I can't figure out really the scoreboard just yet on the StreamYard. I got it on my other platform. And obviously my boy Johnny has been doing amazing things. But I got the Buccaneers beating the Eagles on Sunday morning. Sir Luke, bang, my boy. Appreciate you very, very much. Just want to say thank you for all the Saints highlights and love. Screw the Rams. Said they lost on purpose. Scared to play my Saints. They knew they wouldn't get another bad ref call. Hey, lots of hate. Lots of hate between the Saints and the Bucs. A lot of hate between the Saints and the Rams. A lot of hate between the Rams and the Bucs. Hey, it's fine. You know what I mean? There's a lot of passion and a lot of energy, obviously that we've seen over the years between the Rams and the Saints. $10 from my boy Sir Luke. And then that's one thing also that I can throw out there. You can come in here, right? And you can talk all this shit, all right? But the Saints fans, they donate and support your boy. Rams fans, do you donate? Do you even know what a donation is? Do you support your boy? I mean, we got the Chiefs fans in the building. We got the Saints fans in the building. The Eagles fans in the building. All right, but do the Rams fans actually show up and support your boy? Week in and week out? Do they donate? I don't know. I'm not sure if the Rams fan base is in the same level as some of these other fan bases that show the love. Sir Luke, $10, my boy. Appreciate you very, very much. So I guarantee you that when the Rams play against the Cardinals, they'll go down to the wire with LA behind, needing a TD to win, and then Matt throws a pick. Ooh, baby. Trayvon G is laughing. But if the Rams end up losing on that first game, a lot of the league is going to be happy. A lot of the league is going to be happy because we don't believe in the Cardinals. The Cardinals have no home field advantage. When they're at home, they're beatable too. All right, they don't scare fucking anyone. But if the Cardinals beat the Rams, I guarantee a majority of the league is going to be jumping up and down, and they're going to be excited about that dub if they can get that dub. All right, and that's facts. Jameis Ameza. So, yeah, I agree. Cannot see the Buccaneers losing to the Eagles, to be honest. I mean, I could see them losing to the Rams. I could see them losing to the Cardinals. I could see my Bucs losing to the Cowboys or the Packers, but I cannot see them losing to the Eagles. You know, not disrespecting the Eagles. I just can't see it. I just can't see it, my dude. I can't see it. Allen counts and Niner by nature, 88. I said, I don't see the Cowboys beating the Niners. We match up too well. Debo is very nice. Cowboy likes to pass the ball. Our defense is scary. We like to run the ball, and your run defense is what is it? What is the Rams defense? Sir Luke, do I have Cash App? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And when people donate on the Cash App, it's great too. Niner by nature, bang! $5. Great show, fam. Niners over the Cowboys. That's going to be a matchup that we're going to get in here next. It's going to be very, very close. Very, very close. I said Saints fans are in this bitch and we ain't even in the playoffs. And that's one thing that, you know, Tampa Bay's number one rival is the Saints. I'm probably the only non-Saint fan or YouTuber that they really respect, let alone I am their worst enemy. I'm a Buccaneer fan, but I'm not biased. I've been a fan since 95. I'm not this Brady bandwagoner. I don't own any Brady jerseys or anything like that. I'm a defensive guy. I'm an offensive line guy. I call it right down the middle. Everyone's going to end up having their opinions of different things, but that's one thing that I can really appreciate. The Chiefs fans and obviously the Eagles fans and Saints fans, they obviously donate the most and they support the most. Not that some of the other fans don't support as much, because we also got Nate the Great, who donated $800 over 2 games. All right, when they did the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs, he donated $400, and then he also donated $100 during what? The Cowboys and the Eagles. And then we got the Natty, all right, with Alabama and Georgia, and he donated another $300. Talk about supporting your boy. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Trayvon G said, Matthew Stafford, best 4th quarterback in the league. What do you think he is? You think he's number 1? He's nowhere close to being number 1, my dude. You guys might have been breaking some records with Cooper Kupp, but he hasn't been as impressive as he could have been this year. It could have been a little bit more consistency, you know, on that back stretch. And you even know that. There was a lot of bad throws and a lot of bad picks and pick sixes and shit that shouldn't have happened if Matthew Stafford was as good as we thought he was going to be. Is he still Hall of Fame worthy? Yeah, but he ain't no fucking Aaron Rodgers, and he ain't no fucking Tom Brady, and he never will be. That's facts. Cash App right here. Boom, Cash App, $ORION NWSF on the YouTube Super Chat right here. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Even the Rams fans. You want to get angry? You want to throw jabs at each other? We can do that. All right. But I'm just trying to tell you how the perception is of the league. Not only the other people in the room, but no one really thinks that the Rams are the best team in football. Are they one of the best teams? Yeah. But I think there's a lot of belief that they're going to get clipped. And I'm not saying that the Bucs are going all the way either. You know what I mean? But I think the Bucs are better than the Rams. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. Eddie Glover in the building. Niners taking them Cowgirls down. We'll see. We'll see. Niner by nature. What's the difference between donating here and through Cash App? All right. So when people donate through Cash App, it goes directly to me, and I get 99% of it immediately. It goes straight to the bank account. Okay. So let's say you donate $5, right? Then I get $4.95 immediately. Boom. Let's say you donate $5 to me on the YouTube Super Chat. I don't get that $5 until next month. YouTube and Google take their cut, and then I probably get $3 out of the $5. Do you see what I mean? So depending on what you donate, they take a percentage out. So for example, if someone donates like Nate the Great, you know, if he donates, let's say $100 to me, after next month, when I get it, I'll probably only see 70 out of that 100, because YouTube and Google They take a lot. They take about 30% out of the donation. So it's like if you want to send me $100 and for me to get $99 out of 100, you send it through the Cash App. If you just want to, if it's easier for you or you don't have a Cash App and you just want to send it through the YouTube Super Chat, I'm going to shout you out and highlight you on the screen either way. But sometimes people like to show me love and send the donation directly to me. So that way they're not paying me and YouTube, they're paying me. And they're giving me the donation, not giving $30 to Google and YouTube. They make enough money as it is, and I get $99 instead of $70. Does that make sense? So that's why people usually do the Cash App. Now, if I was making more donations, I wouldn't even probably talk about the Cash App, but sometimes the donations, are really, really good. Sometimes, if you get a donation where you can get $20 immediately and I can go, get a chew toy for my puppy Paisley, or I can go buy dinner for the fam. Sometimes getting $20 initially through Cash App's really nice. So that way I can do something nice for my family rather having to wait, next month, around the 20th or the 21st and seeing how much that YouTube takes out. So that's why I have to grind and hustle as hard as you can, because YouTube takes so much out with their donations. So that's just a simple explanation there with the Niner by Nature 88. It's as simple as I love you like a brother, but I hate the colors that you rock. Hey, if I wasn't a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, I would be a Niner fan, and you probably wouldn't like me either. I grew up rooting for Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Tom Rathman, Brent Jones. I rooted for those guys, Bill Romanowski, Merton Hanks, Dion. My favorite Dion is 94 Dion at primetime. But when I was 12 years old and they won that Super Bowl in 94-95, they didn't have the defensive players that I liked. I was more of a Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Derek Brooks guy. And that's why I decided to have Tampa Bay be my team, because I was a defensive guy. Now, if I was more of an offensive guy, I probably would be a Niner fan today. But that's one team that before I committed to my team, probably from 5 years old to 12 years old, I was a Niner kid. I was always Niners over Cowboys. I was always, I have a lot of memorabilia of Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. You know what I mean? I have a lot of San Francisco memorabilia, and I always keep my eyes close on what San Francisco's doing. But it's been far and few between the Patrick Willises, obviously the Navarro Bowmans. Now, if you had Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman in the 90s, I probably would have ended up being a San Francisco 49er fan, but you guys didn't have the depth on defense or the offensive linemen that I liked at the time. So then I had to transition. And obviously my favorite players, Derek Brooks and Mike Allstott. Choo-choo, the A-train, baby. John Lynch, Mike Allstott, Rondé Barber, Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Derek Brooks. I'm a defensive guy through and through. It's a different situation, my dude. See, now you're like young Nola here. You know what I mean? It's just like, there's no humble pie. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just because you're just aggravated that, when you ended up having that non-PI call, when you guys ended up beating the Saints, right? And then you guys went all the way to the Super Bowl. There's a reason why you didn't win the Super Bowl, because the sports gods were not going to let you win the fucking Super Bowl after that non-call. Okay. So I don't know if you're just angry and upset because you guys couldn't get the big one. All right. And you didn't deserve to win that game anyways, but anyone will let you know. You guys luckily got away with that with the referees, with the worst fucking ref call of all time. And you weren't going to win that game. It's hard beating Brady. It's hard beating Mahomes, but the sports gods weren't going to let you win that after that outcome, period. Just period. All right. The sports gods are real. All right. Your boys got ESP, not ESPN, but ESP. So you can talk about all the shit talking that you want. But all I know is when I look up at Super Bowl 37 and Super Bowl 55, I see Lombardi trophies in Tampa Bay. You guys haven't had a Lombardi in quite some time. All right. You're talking about like what, Kurt Warner era? Come on, man. We ain't talking Flipper Anderson. We ain't talking Jim Everett. All right. Come on, man. Come on, man. You weren't going to win that game anyways. You didn't deserve to win that game anyways. That was the worst non-call in NFL history, besides maybe the Tuck rule. That's facts. So anytime you want to jab at me, I'll come back with 3 uppercuts. I'll be like Mike Tyson punch out. Bye. Bye, Trayvon. All right. If you want to go to a verbal assault with your boy, all right, like young Nola, you're never going to beat me. You never are going to beat me with the verbal assault because I'll throw 100 facts right back at you. Okay. It's okay, man. I remember my first Super Bowl. Do you? Bang, 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 bang. So I threw the Cash App. The entire cut goes straight to Orion. It sure does. It sure does, baby. It sure does. You see that? That's how it goes, man. You come at me, then you get it right back, baby. It comes right back, baby. How hard is it to build your YouTube? Incredibly hard. I had to end up getting, a brand new footer down below by Johnny, I got a brand new scoreboard. I've been grinding for 9 years, 5 years on YouTube. I put over 100,000 hours to the channel. When I'm not, here, I have a full-time job. Working in a warehouse, from 6 a.m. to 3. When I'm not at my regular job or on here live, I'm doing reading and film study for about 4 to 5 hours a night, every night. I don't think there's anyone on planet Earth that puts in as much effort behind the scenes than me. You know what I mean? Anybody could be an expert on their own team, but to be an expert on all 32 teams in the NFL and have a good grasp of AEW, WWE, the NBA, the MLB, college football, it takes a lot of effort, to be able to know what you're talking about, and obviously to be able to state the facts and try to teach people that it's not all about what you see on TV or what the people tell you on TV. Because as we know, a lot of the announcers on TV are trash. A lot of the people on TV or podcasts are trash. They're incredibly biased. It's incredibly fake. And I try to give you a different perspective, just like Tom Grossi, Clickbait Sports, Scooter Magruder, Perna, Urinating Tree, all those guys. I'm trying to join that clique. And obviously, if I end up doing this collab with Grossi, I'm going to be the first one that's not in his friend group that's going to be a part of his show. You know what I mean? And that's going to be huge for me, because I might end up gaining 100 subs, 500 subs, 1,000 subs overnight. We're going to have the most energy out of any two YouTubers, and everyone in his Clickbait Sports is a fan of a different team. Urinating Tree, Steelers, Scooter Magruder, Cowboys, Perna, Broncos, Grossi, obviously Packers. I'm a Buck fan. You know what I mean? So my goal is to be able to impress those guys enough with my knowledge and my energy and my passion that even if I lose to the Packers and we collab, that won't be the last collab that I do. And hopefully we can keep growing and growing and growing. But it's very, very hard to be able to grow on YouTube. That's facts. People don't even get my notifications on YouTube. So I have to do Facebook posts, Twitter, Instagram, and I just don't get, a lot of people, they just don't get it. You know what I mean? So I got to work extra hard, but I know my time is coming, and I got the best fans on planet Earth, the Fanatic family. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Sir Luke. Oh, baby. Sir Luke. Is that you, Steven? Steven, is that you? Sir Luke, bang! $50. Said for you, man. Thanks, man. All yours. Screw YouTube. Love your shows. I don't see any Rams fans doing that. Where's the Rams fans doing that? I don't see Trayvon G donating $50. My dude. Sir Luke. That's the difference. That's the difference. If you want to come talk shit and then donate $20 or $10, that's one thing. But if you want to be able to start uppercutting Orion, all right, and think that I'm not going to jab you back, and then you don't give no donations or no love, or you're not here all the time, you're only here when it's convenient for you, there's a difference between the fans that love your boy and then they come in when they want to. Sir Luke, $50 dono. Dude, thank you so much, man. Chad Davis in the building. What to do? Sir Luke said, hit that like button. Bang, 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 bang. Sir Luke, $50. And the thing is I realize how important it is, for the grind. You know what I mean? And like I said, I always, always, always will show love and appreciation. And then obviously we know, that I'm going to hustle. I'm going to grind. Like I said, some people are lazy. And some people got that love and that passion. And remember, too, I gave up a PSA 9 Michael Jordan rookie card for this dream that's worth like $30,000 to $50,000. I don't think anyone would give up something like that unless they really did believe in themselves. And that's big facts. So shout out to Sir Luke, $50 dono. That's my boy. Saints fans, who dat, you dat. All right? Who dat, you dat. And that's a difference. You know what I mean? That's the difference. That's the type of shit that I will always remember, you know what I mean, forever. And that's why the Saints fan base, the Eagle fan base, and obviously the Chiefs fan base is at the top of the list because they show the most love to your boy. Jameis Amaze, it's like, I didn't even get a fucking notification tonight. I know, man. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? All right, so we got Bengals over Raiders. That's the first one. We got Patriots over Bills in the upset. I got Buccaneers over Eagles. I hope the Eagles bring it. I hope they end up making it a competitive game. But, with Tom Brady releasing his new Brady clothing line where he's selling hoodies for $95, I don't know if I'll ever buy one, all right? but he's focused right now. He's laser focused on trying to go for 2, but it's not necessarily going to be just him. It's going to be our defense that's going to be able to hopefully get us there and keep, advancing some way, somehow. And obviously I know Philly's hoping for the best, but you still got 3 first-rounders next year. Your time is coming. All right, your time is coming. All right, the Eagles are going to be able to make the playoffs in the years to come. This year, you probably weren't even supposed to be there, weren't even supposed to get there, but you guys found a way to win more than 3 games. So you should be happy that you're there, but you're not winning. You're not winning on Saturday or Sunday morning, excuse me. You know what I mean? But I do hope you guys play great. I am happy for the Eagles fan base. Fly, Eagles, fly. But I got to go Bucs in that matchup. All right. Now we got the Sunday matchup. We got the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. This might be the hardest game to pick out of all the picks, because initially you say immediately Dallas. Dallas at home. Dallas at home. Dallas threw up a 50-burger on Philly. Dallas. They have an offense. They have a defense. They have Dan Quinn. They got who? Micah Parsons, stud. Love him. They got Trayvon Diggs, 11 picks, led the league. All right. But something about the San Francisco 49ers, it makes you kind of think that, you know what, they got a chance. You know what I mean? Deebo Samuel is great. Kyle Shanahan always has a game plan. Dak will usually do the Dak type of thing, but will they be able to stop San Francisco on offense? And can they get to Jimmy G? Because Jimmy's going to have to be able to throw the football and score. And I like Dak a lot more than Jimmy G. You know what I mean? But this could be an upset where the Niners beat the Cowboys. It could be. All right. But I have to think defense wins championships, and I like the Niners, but I just don't think that the Niners defense is going to get to Dak so many more times than Dallas will get to Jimmy. You know what I mean? And I like Dallas's defense more than San Francisco, but I love Deebo Samuel and I love Kyle Shanahan. So I could definitely see this one going either way. Either way. I could see it going either way, honestly. But I guess I gotta lean a little bit. God, it's tough. You know what I mean? I'm leaning a little bit more towards Dallas because I don't have the hate in my heart like a lot of y'all do for Dallas. A lot of you guys hate New England. You hate Dallas. You hate Orion. You hate Tampa Bay. You hate Brady. That's fine. Okay. All right. But with Dallas, this team is for real this year. They could make the NFC Championship game because of their defense. And I can't, I'm a defensive guy. So if I go Niners, that pretty much means that I don't believe in Dallas's defense at all, which I do. So I guess I'm going to have to go Dallas, but it's very close. Like 55% Dallas, 45% San Francisco. Like, I really do think San Francisco could get, bang, bang, Niner game, could get the upset, but they're not at home. And I think if the Niners were at home, just like the Raiders and the Eagles, all right, they would have a better chance to win the game. But since the Raiders are on the road, the Eagles, fly, the Eagles are on the road, and bang, bang, Niner gang is on the road. They are a silent threat. The Niners are a silent threat, all right? And they did just come off beating the Rams, but I just got to think the Cowboys will have enough on the defense. I'm going to go Cowboys over the Niners. Next up is one of the lock matchups. I got KC over Steelers, period. KC, better team. Big Ben, old. Shouldn't have even got into the fucking playoffs. I think KC wins that game in a fucking rout. They're at home. It's Big Ben's farewell tour. You're going to be able to see if he's got anything. I think the defense comes up big for KC. You're going to see them make big plays. Nick Bolton is the man. All right, Honey Badger is the man. Chris Jones, Frank Clark. We'll see what Mahomes and Tyreek, if he can play, or Travis Kelce. But really, the Kansas City defense and the Dallas defense should lead them to victory. Okay? And then we got the Monday night matchup. Yeah, I think the Chiefs, Steelers, Bucs, Eagles are the easiest. Those are my 2 locks. Buccaneers and Chiefs. Bucs over Eagles. Chiefs over Steelers. Raiders, Bengals. New England, Bills. Niners, Cowboys, and Cardinals, Rams could go either way. I could see those games going either way. So now I could be petty, right, for all the Rams fans, like, Trayvon G coming in here and talking shit and saying, I'm going to go Cardinals just because the Rams fans are coming in here talking shit towards me. All right. But I don't really believe in the Cardinals, and I don't really believe in the Rams either. You know what I mean? The Rams are at home. They should win the game. They haven't really played football to my standard of, like, championship-worthy football. The Cardinals haven't either. The Cardinals at home have no home field advantage. That one is almost like too close to call, where maybe the Cardinals win at the buzzer, just like Brute Saint said, and maybe that's what happens. As I take another swig of the beer, I haven't even been drinking enough beer in this fucking stream. Prayer man. Well, of course you guys want to think that. You know what I mean? And if you guys had your 3 first-round draft picks and we were playing you next year, then I'll be like, okay, I will always have respect for you guys, for the Philly fans and everything that you guys got, but I just don't think you guys have enough player for player. But who knows? Maybe when the weekend is over, we're going to see the Eagles and Steelers moving on and the Buccaneers and Chiefs eliminated. I don't see it happening, but I mean, I've seen crazier shit happen, let alone one of our teams losing, but both. But I got to go Bengals, New England, Tampa Bay, Dallas. I'm going to go Kansas City, and this one's tough. I think the Dallas Niners and the Cardinals Rams are the toughest games to pick this weekend. You could also say New England and the Bills, but it's like with Dallas and Niners, both are dangerous. Both are going to end up playing some good football. I like Kyle Shanahan as a better coach than McCarthy, but I like the defense and the balance that Dallas has. If Dallas is going to lose, it's not going to be against the Niners. It'll be further along in the playoffs. They're too good this year. Dan Quinn has done a phenomenal job, and if I go against Dallas, that means I'm going against defensive-ish, defensive players, defensive coaching. I can't do that. Defense wins championships. They got Trayvon Diggs. They got Micah Parsons, 2 of my favorites. I'm going Dallas. Okay? Kansas City, going with them. Tampa Bay, going with them. New England with the upset on the road against Buffalo. Bengals at home against the Raiders. Okay? Last matchup. Cardinals, Rams. I don't believe in either one of them. I think that the Packers, the Bucs, and the Cowboys are the 3 best teams in the NFC. Then you got the Rams and the Cardinals on the back end. I don't believe in either one of them. I don't believe in either one of them going to the NFC Championship game, even though one of them could, right? I don't believe either one can make a Super Bowl, but it might happen, okay? It could happen, all right? But I just think the Packers and the Cowboys and the Bucs are much better in my eyes, okay? On the NFC side, I just don't know where I'm going to go there. You know what I mean? Kyler Murray doesn't play good football in November and December. They're not at home. Can they put it together? Can they put it together in that matchup? And I've seen the Rams play great football at home, but I've also seen them play like shit at home. You know what I mean? A quick pick 6 and the game might be over. So even though the Rams fans, Trayvon G and all of them coming at me saying how horrible the Bucs are, this or that, I can't be petty because I ain't going to be like them, right? I'm going to go the Rams over the Cardinals. You know what I mean? You're not going to influence me based off shit talking and jabbing me with different things, okay? I state facts. You know what I mean? If you want to come and jab me, I'll jab you right back. All right, I'll give you some fucking knowledge bombs and I'll drop the mic. All right, but I'm not going to let my emotions based off some jabs and shit talking decide my final pick. So I'm going to go Rams over Cardinals at home. So I got for my winners, okay? We got Bengals, New England, Tampa Bay, Dallas Cowboys, we them boys, Kansas City Chiefs, Chiefs Kingdom, and the Los Angeles Rams. Plus, if the Rams win and we play the Rams, it'll give me a chance to beat them. If they beat me, good for them. You know what I mean? But if the Rams end up beating Tampa Bay and it ends up being Rams-Packers, I'm going Packers. I'm going Packers versus Chiefs. If I can't get to the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship game, the only other matchup that I want to see is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Green Bay Packers. And either fan base winning would make me happy. Holly Hundo for the Chiefs or Tom Grossi and the Green Bay Packers. And that's facts. Yeah, you're true, man. You never really see a lot of playoffs there. So is there anything that anybody doesn't agree with the picks? Or, I mean, the only one I guess that you could really say is you're going to go Bills over the Patriots. So I don't really have too many really upsets. I mean, I can't pick the Raiders. I want to pick the Bills, but I just don't believe in them. I think New England with the coaching. Bucs for sure. Kansas City for sure. Cowboys, Niners, either way. Bills, Patriots, either way. Rams, Cardinals, either way. Those 3 games could go either way, but I just got to go with my gut, which means New England, Dallas, and the Rams. So I guess really the only upset of the weekend is going to be New England against Buffalo, and I don't even know if that's really an upset. Anyone else think any differently? So I don't believe in either of these teams to keep it together, but you got to look at experience. LA has playoff experience, so I'll go Rams, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Cards win it all. Me either. I wouldn't be shocked because they've been so inconsistent, and I can't count on Stafford or Kyler to throw for 3, 4, 5 touchdowns and no picks. It's like, both quarterbacks are going to throw a pick 6 or a bad interception or multiple interceptions, and it depends on what the defense does. That's kind of my feeling on it. You know what I mean? So we got all the same picks except you got Dallas and I got San Fran. And I'm not going to be always right. I feel that this round is really difficult to predict, especially the way that the NFL has kind of blossomed into this. Who knows who's going to win? You know what I mean? I mean, this has been the most unpredictable year that I can remember. But we'll see. Maybe we're all wrong, right? Maybe the Raiders win. Maybe the Bills win. Maybe the Eagles win. Maybe the Niners win. Steelers win, and Cardinals win. Maybe all the teams that we think that aren't going to win are going to drop the mic and they're going to get it done. But I'll let you know, I'm rooting for Chiefs, Packers. And if I can't get that matchup, I mean, ultimately, I want Bucs Chiefs because I'm a Buck fan. You got me, right? You understand. Like, I'm trying to maximize my window with Brady. But if I can't get Bucs Chiefs, second, it's got to be Packers Chiefs. I think that would be like the most entertaining matchup overall. I think Packers Chiefs would be even more entertaining than Bucs Chiefs. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people want to see Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes, and they're more likable than Brady. Everyone hates on Brady and my Bucs, just like when I was on New England. I get it, but I'm just trying to maximize my window. You feel me? You're a Bills fan? Yeah, I mean, if the Bills had a running back, the one that I really trusted, I would go Bills all day. But coaching does win championships. Defense wins championships. And they've already proven that they can beat the Bills on the road with Mac Jones throwing 3 times. So if you're thinking that they can't win with Mac Jones, let alone Mac Jones not throwing a whole lot, they won with him throwing 3 times. Last time they played on the road, like week 11. They just showed it on TV on NFL Network. So kind of makes me think that they might be able to do it again. Okay. Did you like the Instagram message? I didn't see it, Michaela. Titans, do you throw a monkey wrench in the plan of the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl? Of course. The Titans, obviously, and the Packers are going to be, having this bye, and they're going to be dangerous. And if there's one team besides the Bengals that could, dethrone Kansas City, it's the Titans. That's for sure. You know what I mean? But we don't know about Derrick Henry's health. We don't know about your defense. We don't know about Julio, A.J. Brown, Tannehill. It just hasn't seemed like last year, with Jonnu Smith. It just seemed like they were a lot stronger last year, even though they couldn't get it done. But then the year before that, a couple years ago, they ended up upsetting some teams and getting to the AFC Championship game. So, I mean, we don't really know what's going to happen, right? We don't really know what's going to happen until the games are played. I love it when fans come after me. I absolutely love it. But jokes aside, I don't mind it. You know what I mean? But don't if you're going to come at me and then I come back at you and then you say, oh, I'm LOL, I'm joking. Don't backpedal. Stick with what you said. All right. If you're going to say that I'm trash and the Bucs are trash, stick with your statement. Don't just talk shit and then I talk shit back and then you backpedal. Okay. But shout out to the fans that donate to your boy. Shout out to the fans that actually support your boy. Smash the like button, donate to your boy, that are always here. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. Maybe the Rams fan base will be bigger and better for me in the future. All right. But what I do know is the Chiefs fan base, the Eagles fan base, the Saints fan base, the Broncos fan base. There's certain fan bases that, donate a hell of a lot more and show a hell of a lot more love than some of the other fan bases out there. And I really do appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. Planet Earth, man. But like I said, the Rams are a good football team. So even if Trayvon G and some of the other Rams fans are no longer in the building, the Rams have the Bucs number. Just kind of like the Saints have the Bucs number. So if I beat, the Eagles and the Rams beat the Cardinals, and if we end up playing each other in the next round, the Rams could definitely beat Tampa Bay. I'm not healthy. Now, if I had AB and Godwin, I would think a lot more better chance that I could advance. But I think the Rams have proven that they can beat Tampa Bay, and they usually beat Tampa Bay, but not a lot, by 3 points. It's usually pretty close. You know what I mean? So they have our number. So that's fine. You know what I mean? If I lose to the Rams, I lose to the Rams. But I want to play the Packers in the NFC Championship game because I want the Grossi collab. I want the Grossi collab, and I want a chance to go to the Super Bowl again. If I get a chance to go to the Super Bowl again, that's going to mean a lot. The Rams are going to have plenty of time. They're going to have plenty of time and plenty of years to get there again and again and again. My window is a lot smaller. Green Bay, Tampa Bay, and then hopefully we get Titans and Chiefs, or we end up getting Bengals, Chiefs, and the AFC Championship game. That's facts. Bucs Cowboys would be great too. Well, you guys deserved to win week 1. I'm probably the only Buccaneer fan that will actually admit to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any other Buccaneer fan would really admit to that you guys deserved to win week 1. You guys were the better team. But it didn't matter that you lost week 1. You guys ended up having a fantastic season. And obviously, Dan Quinn, Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons. Imagine if you didn't have those 3 pieces, where the team would be right now. Probably not in the playoffs. You have no Dan Quinn. You have no Micah Parsons, no Trayvon Diggs. You guys are probably sitting at 8-9 or worse. So, God, I love the NFL playoffs. Me too. You know, and in all seriousness, you know what I mean? Like, people can always come at me and I'll come back at them and all back and forth. But I do have a very high respect for all fan bases, every single one. I do love all 32 teams. You know, I love every single team. I love all the players. I love the backups. You know what I mean? I love things that a lot of people don't love: defense, offensive line. It's a great time of year. You know, sometimes people just can't hold their tongues and they just want to talk shit. But that's one thing I refuse to do. I will never openly talk shit about my team and how great they are, ever. Because anytime you do that about any team, NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, what happens? You lose. Sports karma is real. If you're too cocky about it and you're just so cocky, just talking shit like young Nola over and over and over and over again, whether you believe it or not, you're never going to win anything. You got to have a little humble pie. The sports gods are listening. You know what I mean? You got to be able to be confident in your team, but you don't want to go over the top. If you're just going to be over the top talking shit to everyone, I haven't seen too many people that have had great success with their teams that have been that way. You know what I mean? Let alone, it's hard to be around people that are like that. Everyone knows a fan that's like that on YouTube or in real life in your friend group. And it just kind of gets old. You know what I mean? It gets old. Just saying how great they are, and you already know they don't know that much about football. It just gets really, really old. You know, it's like it's not even worth your time to speak up and correct them. You know what I mean? That's facts. Allen counts as a Cowboys fan. If it wasn't for our defense, there's no way the Cowboys win, but our defense is good. I think the defense will make a couple stops. Diggs get a huge interception if they even throw to him. And I like Dak a lot more than Jimmy G, and that's really what it's going to come down to. Who do I trust more, Dak or Jimmy G? Dak. That's a game, set, match. Dak Prescott. Mahomes-Rodgers matchup got aborted twice. Yes, it did. Yep. Mahomes with the being hurt and Rodgers with the COVID. Yep. Absolutely. Everyone wants to see that matchup. Plus, both offenses are amazing, right? Green Bay's defense is decent. Chiefs' defense is pretty good. But really what you're wanting to see is Rodgers and Mahomes throw the football. I'm not a fucking dummy. You know what I mean? Like, I even want to see that. You know what I mean? Like, if I lose in the playoffs, there's only one team I want to lose to. And that's Tom Grossi and the Green Bay Packers on a collab, right? On the Grossi posse in Lambeau. That's the only place I want to lose if I'm losing. I don't want to lose in the Super Bowl. If I get there, I want to win it all, like it's the Chiefs or whoever. But if we go to the NFC Championship game and we lose there, I only want to lose to one team, and that's Green Bay. And that's the only team I can really feel good about losing to. Not the Rams, not the Cowboys, not the Cardinals, Eagles, Niners, any of those. It's only Green Bay. You know, I want to see Grossi happy. Obviously, this is might be their last time having Rodgers and Devontae Adams. And, it's like when you know someone loves a team as much as they do. I love my Bucs. Grossi loves his Packers. That's one team that you're not going to hear me complain or cry or bitch or moan. I'll definitely be rooting, for the Packers and then the Chiefs to make the Super Bowl, especially if I end up losing to the Packers in the NFC Championship game. Nothing wrong with humble pie. Some people don't know what humble pie is, though. You know what I mean? Everyone can talk shit in the moment, and you can be confident and this and that. But where you're overly cocky over the top and just talking shit to everyone and you're saying shit that's not even true, that's when shit gets out of control. And that gets annoying, and then usually people's teams end up losing or bad shit happens. At least that's from what I've seen in past experience. So, all right, Northwest Sports Fanatics, Fanatic Family, wild card picks. If you just hopped in the room and you're a little bit late, all right, we got Raiders and Bengals on Saturday. I'm going Bengals at home. New England versus Buffalo on Saturday. I'm going New England with the upset. Sunday morning at 10, Eagles at Tampa Bay. I'm going Tampa Bay. Niners, Cowboys, the toughest one to pick out of those first four. And I'm going to go Dallas at home. I got to believe in the Dallas defense to come through. Even though Deebo Samuel is amazing, I got to go We damn boys at home. Chiefs, Steelers, Chiefs, no doubt. Kansas City defense is going to play big. And then Rams, Cardinals, the second hardest game to pick. And I'm going to have to go with experience. Just like Brute Saint said, we're going to have to go with Matthew Stafford and the Rams. Even though the Cardinals could win that game, I'm not really a big believer in Matthew Stafford. I don't think he's as good as I thought he was going to be, but also, too, you don't have Robert Woods, and I think that might be the bugaboo. That might be the one thing that holds them back from making the Super Bowl, is not having Robert Woods. You might be able to get past the Cardinals. You might be able to get past the Buccaneers, Rams, but I don't know if you're going to get past the Packers, especially if you have to go to Lambeau if the Bucs are eliminated. I got to go Green Bay in that case. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. BMO, congratulations. 2 years of no playoffs for my Vikes. Let's go. Obvious sarcasm. Congratulations on the fantasy football championship. Love you. Appreciate you. You smoked everyone. Like I said, I tried to get into the championship. Zini Panini, obviously, she played better than me in the first 2 weeks. Like I said, you'll send me an email and your address, and in the next few weeks, I will send you an NWSF hoodie or maybe a T-shirt from your favorite football team or a hat, something of that nature. Well, we'll talk about it. And I'll end up sending you a T-shirt or a hat, or I'll end up sending you something. I know you've emailed me once, but I'll end up sending you something, either an NWSF hoodie or maybe like a Vikings T-shirt or hoodie. We'll figure something out. But congratulations on winning the NWSF Fantasy Football League this season. BMO in the building. What to do? Message from a Golden Eagle. Orion, what up? Orion, NWSF. Fly, Eagles fly. Humble pie, full of crow. Always thinking Stafford is going to shit the bed. I want to believe that Stafford is as great as he is, but if you watch football in the last month and a half, there's a lot of bad throws, a lot of bad interceptions, a lot of pick sixes. If you want to win the Super Bowl, you can't be playing like that. And, he's nowhere near Brady or Rodgers, or even, those guys at the top. I don't see it. You know what I mean? I still think that he's a top 10 quarterback, but I don't think he's top 5. I know Cooper Kupp is great, but if you eliminate Cooper Kupp, what are you going to do? Go to Higbee? I just don't, you know what I mean? It's like Josh Allen. If you shut down Stephon Diggs, what happens? You can't go to Cole Beasley 15 times, can you? You know what I mean? You might be able to, but chances are you're going to probably lose the game. So congratulations, BMO. Like I said, I got your email already. So we'll talk about it here. I'm really busy in the next month with the playoffs and everything. So sometime probably in February, once I get everything settled, I got to send a care package out to Holly Hundo, Shep, and a few of you others. And BMO, I'll get you either with a hoodie, I'll get your size, or if you want something different, maybe I'll get you a T-shirt and a hat, something of that nature. But I'll try to send you an NWSF hoodie just to show some love, and then you can support the channel. I love you and I appreciate you for the support. BMO in the building, gang. I'm drinking one too. And this playoffs is really hard to pick. You know what I mean? Out of all the games in years past, I had a much easier time picking winners. This year, I could be completely wrong. Me and Brute Saint could be completely wrong, with all these picks. We could end up having 3 upsets, 4 upsets, 5 upsets. I don't really know. But, nothing would really surprise me this year, especially because we saw more upsets in November and December than I can ever remember. You know what I mean? So any team that looks like that they can't do it, Eagles, Steelers, when the weekend is over, what happens if the Eagles and Steelers win and Tampa Bay and the Chiefs lose? That scenario sounds retarded, crazy, not plausible. There's just no way. You know what I mean? But anything's possible, man. Anything is fucking possible. Anything can happen on any given Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Sunday, anything. We know this. We know this. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. And let's go to a final tally. Super Wildcard Weekend. Bengals over Raiders. That's my first pick. New England on the road against Buffalo. My second pick. Buccaneers at home over the Eagles. My third pick. Dallas at home over the Niners, my fourth pick. KC at home over the Steelers, my fifth pick. And even though the Rams fans came in here and started talking all kinds of shit on how horrible Tampa Bay is, I'm still going to go Rams over Cardinals on Monday night. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. NWSF Chain Gang in the building. Sarah Small in the building. Bengals, Bills, Bucs, Chiefs, Rams. We'll see what happens. Love you. Appreciate you. Sarah Small, you forgot about the Niners or Cowboys. Who you got? Niners, Cowboys, Sarah. You better hurry. Jameson Mesa. Good night, everyone, and take care. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Love you. Appreciate you. Even the Rams fans coming in here talking shit, I still love you too. Love you. Appreciate you. She said Cowboys. All right. Peace. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Gang.